Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hello if you are new. So it has been a while since my last video. That is because I have been doing a lot of work to the kitchen, so it's made it impossible to do any cooking videos. So today we're just going to do a nice simple Victoria sponge in the air fryer. So to do this we will be using 200 grams of self-raising flour, 200 grams of caster sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We have 4 eggs. We have our pot of jam, and we will be using 200 grams of cooking butter as well. So I'm going to be using the silicone cases today because both of them fit perfectly in the drawer. So let's get measuring. So we're going to get our mixing bowl ready. And the first one we're going to measure out is our butter. So we need 200 grams of this. So guys, once the kitchen is complete, I will give you a little tour around the new kitchen. We have made it bigger. And there we go, we have our 200 grams of our butter. So now I'm going to put that one to one side. Go back to 0, and we are going to measure out 200 grams of caster sugar now. Remove that clump. And there's our 200 grams of sugar. So now we're going to go back to 0, and we are going to do 200 grams of our self-raising flour. And there we have our 200 grams of flour. So now I'm going to pop my scales over there, and I am just going to crack open all 4 eggs. So guys, that is all the eggs into the bowl. So I'm just going to give them a quick little whisk by hand, just to mix them all together. You don't have to do this because you're going to mix it all into the big bowl anyway. So now I'm going to get our big bowl, and I do it the lazy way. I just put all the ingredients in and mix all together. So we're going to pop our flour in, our sugar, our butter, and then we're going to add our eggs. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder to the mix. Sprinkle that over. And now I'm going to do the even lazier way and use my electric whisk. So here we go. Make sure there's no lumps and bumps. And there we have our cake mix ready to put into our silicone cases. So now I'm going to grease the cases. So I just use my butter and just spread it around. So I will come back to you once I've done that. So guys, as you can see, I have greased the cases. So you don't have to do it with the silicone cases, but it just makes it a bit easier. So now I'm just going to get my mix and just put it in to the cases. So the mixture I've done is probably a bit too much for the cake, just because my cases are only 6-inch. So with the leftover, I will most probably just do a few little cupcakes. Just making sure it's all spread evenly around. And we're going to fill our next one up. Start spreading this one around. There we go. So now we are going to pop them into the drawer. So as you can see, my 6-inch cases fit absolutely perfect with quite a bit of room on each side in the drawer. So now we're going to pop it in, turn it on. I'm going to use the mega zone. I'm going to go down to bake. So we're going to go up to 190 for 20 minutes. And I will check them halfway through and I'll bring you back to see them. So guys, whilst the cake is baking, as you can see over here, I have filled some cupcake cases with the rest of the mix, ready for them to go in. So now I am going to prepare my butter icing. So I need 140 grams of icing sugar, and then we need 100 grams of the butter. I think we're just going to leave it at 101. So now all we do is sieve the icing sugar into the butter and just mix it together. So guys, I'm just going to pop my butter in. Now it's softened too much and it's liking to stick. So then we're going to get our sieve and we are going to sieve in our icing sugar. So guys, I've sieved all the icing sugar in. So now I'm just going to give it a mix together to make the butter icing. So guys, as you can see, I have made the butter icing now. So the air fryer has finished. So if you have a look at the cakes, so I'm just going to do the test. Pop the knife in. And as you can see, there's no gooey mixture in there, so that tells me that they are done. So I am going to get these out and put them on my cooling rack, and I will show you them once they are out. So guys, as you can see, our sponges have cooked. So now we have let them cool down. So now we are going to put the toppings on them. So we'll start with this one. We're going to put our butter icing on. So as you can see, we have covered one side with our butter icing. So now we are going to put the jam onto this one. So we're just going to get a scoop of jam. So you want enough on so you can taste it, but you don't want to put too much on that the cake just slides everywhere. And then just spread it round to the edges. Alright guys, so that's both of them now. So now we're going to get this one. And we are just going to sandwich them together. Just like that. And then we're just gonna, you don't have to do this part. Sprinkle a bit of icing sugar on the top. And then just because we got it, we have this edible glitter powder. I think I got this one from B&M. So you just spray it on. It gives it that nice red powder glittery look. These are perfect if you're doing like Christmas cakes. So guys, there we have our Victoria sponge cake cooked in the air fryer. So guys, keep tuned because soon I am going to be doing a taste testing with the children. We're going to be making some Easter cakes with cornflakes, Rice Krispies and Shreddies. And we're going to see what ones the children prefer, and the children will be making them as well. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all soon.